Okay, so good morning, students. Today we are going to continue the discussion from literary criticism class. So we will continue the discussion about Maslow's hierarchy of need as a part of psychoanalysis. Okay, let's just start. But before we start, let's do a quick review. Sorry. So last week in the previous meeting, we have discussed the definition of psychoanalysis and its relations to literature study, to literary works. We have also discussed Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Yeah, we have gone through its stages. Each stage we have discussed from stage one until the person can reach his or her full potential. Uh, can someone share, just to refresh our memory here, the definition of psychoanalysis and how it works or how it relates with literature study? Maybe someone, or maybe William?
Can I answer, Miss?
Sure, you can.
So psychoanalysis is a way of understanding how the unconscious mind affects thoughts, feelings, and behavior. And its relation to literature study is we use psychoanalysis to apply the psychological theories to interpret literary works.
Correct. Yeah, so that is a perfect answer for the review. So when we do psychoanalysis in literary criticism, it means that we borrow psychological theory, we apply it as we analyze the movie that we watch, or maybe the short story or novel that we read. So now today we are going to learn how to apply Maslow's hierarchy of needs in literary object that we have chosen. So I believe that you have watched the movie in your home. We'll just review our memory to see what is this movie about. I will play the trailer of A Man Called Otto. Yeah, we'll just see for a while.
Don't you let that dog piss on my walkway.
He has no idea who's doing that.
Well, it was one of you.
Hey, Otto!
No. Don't you dare let that little rat dog piss on my walkway again.
Ignore him, Print. He has no idea who's doing that.
Well, it was one of you. Get out of here. You cannot use this road without a permit.
Have a nice day, sir.
You know, the other guys don't do this, the guys with the white trucks. How come it's always you brown guys? And I don't.
Okay, I'll just pause it there. Yeah, so so far from the trailer, we have seen like pretty much we get information, yeah, how Odo changed from someone that is so grumpy, yeah, and then afterwards he learns how to open himself, yeah, how to blend with the neighbors and then accept others in his life, other people. Okay, now let's discuss the questions by using menti.com. Yeah, so these are the code. You can use this. And then afterwards, I will show the questions. So at the moment, just kindly open menti.com and then use this number. 37226980. Okay. Okay. While you join menti.com. So these are the questions that we are going to discuss. Yeah, we know that the main character in the movie named Otto. He is Otto Anderson. So in your opinion, after you watch the movie, do you think that he has fulfilled the physiological needs, the first stage of Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Yeah. And then the second question would be, has he fulfilled the safety needs? Yeah, safety needs means the house roof above the heads. Yeah, and then has he fulfilled the love and belongingness need? From your opinion, after you watch the movie. Then the last question would be, how is his behavior affected by the needs that he hasn't fulfilled? Yeah. So it depends on your opinion. For example, you think that I don't think he has fulfilled the love and belongingness needs, then how does that affect his behavior? So I will give you 3 to 5 minutes to do this. Yeah. These are the codes. Now I will share the menti.com slides or page. So please join the discussion there. One moment. Okay, so it's there. Okay, great. So this is the first question. Yeah. Has Otto fulfilled the physiological needs? Okay, there are some interesting answer here. Okay. Yes, exactly. He has food, water, and other basic necessities to survive. Yeah. He's not starved in the movie. Yeah. Not that he lives in a war zone that prevent him from getting food supplies. So yes, his physiological needs should be already fulfilled. Okay, he has a good and permanent housing situation. Okay, but maybe permanent housing situation would be more suitable for the next questions. Let's see the second questions. Okay. Has Otto fulfilled the safety needs? Okay, so safety need, it it is not only talk about properties or house, but also health and then employment or security of the body. Do you think that he has fulfilled the safety needs? You can start answering the second questions. Yeah, we move on to the second questions. Yes, but partially. Okay. Ah, okay. Let's see some more answers before we move on to the next slide. Correct. This is an interesting discussion. He may be lacking in financial security, yes, since he was fired recently in the movie. But there's also an interesting answer here. Even though he has been fired, he has reached retirement age. Yes, so I think he has worked enough, or you think that he has worked enough? Okay, valid. Yeah, okay. Security of the body, safety of his own being, yeah, safety about the neighborhood area. Okay, safety needs includes law, regulations, and other broad range of needs. Okay. He shows dissatisfaction towards the company, towards the safety, towards the surrounding. Yeah, maybe you remember from the scene that he was so angry towards someone that forget to secure the area. Yeah, for example, like that. He is always seem a bit concerned about how safe he actually is. Okay. What about the third question? The love and belongingness need. Okay. 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 Great. Okay. He fulfills love and belongingness need. Okay. At the end of the movie, maybe. Yeah. once he decides to open up and then grow closer to his neighbor. Okay. In the end of the movie. Okay. Last question of the discussion. How is his behavior affected by the needs that he hasn't fulfilled? Yeah, maybe some of you think that he hasn't fulfilled the security needs. Some of you think that he hasn't fulfilled the love and belongingness need. Yeah. How is that situation affect his behavior? Okay. His behavior reflects isolations, okay, resistance to other. One or two more answers before we continue. Okay, unfriendly. Great. Yes. Grumpy. Okay. Resentful. Correct. Yeah. So this shows, our discussion shows that the level of need, the hierarchy of needs actually affects, it shapes what kind of person are we. So when it is said, yeah, it is believed by Maslow that when we are able to fulfill those needs, then it would make us a better person. Okay, great. Let's move on to the PPT. Yeah. Thank you for joining the discussion in menti.com. Okay. Let me go back to the PPT then. So, wait. Okay, is it there yet? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So life support addresses the two lowest level of the hierarchy needs, the physiological needs and also safety needs. But that is not enough. Of course, without the two level, the two basic level, people will not act civilly. But to grow, someone need a person, yeah, an individual needs to fulfill the rest of the needs, love and belongingness need, esteem needs. Then afterwards, this person might be able to achieve, to actualize him or herself, yeah, to reach the full potential, to be a person that he is capable to become, yeah, a person that maybe become more creative, yeah, show his problem solving skill, yeah, acceptance of the facts. Those are the characteristic of self actualizations. Okay, so far up to this point, is there any questions about Maslow's hierarchy of needs before we apply these needs to the movie that we just watched, A Man Called Otto? Any question so far? Not yet? Wow, it's okay. If you have no questions yet, now please kindly work in pairs. Yes, so make a group of two and then identify the changes in Otto's life once he allows people to come to his life. Okay, maybe you can share or give example of his changing behavior. Previously, I think one of you said that he is a grumpy old man. Yeah, he is resentful. And then what happens when he allows people to come into his life? Kindly do this through Google Slides. Okay, so the link has been shared to you for Google Slides. And then later, please kindly use the comment features to have a discussion with your friends. So this is the example before you work on Google Slides. So for example here, I do believe that Otto has not fulfilled the belongingness need. Yeah, so over here, you can see Maslow's belief that a person's basic needs must be met before self-actualization can be achieved. So in figure 1 here, you can see that Otto is helping Malcolm by repairing his bike. As he does that, he is actually channeling the engineering skill that he has got. After he has been let go by the factory, yeah, the engineering skill can actually be useful to other once he opens up and helps people around him. So this is an example how the potential in Otto actually can be achieved once he has fulfilled the love and belongingness need after he established relationship with Malcolm. Yeah, so for example like this. Now please kindly work with your peer and then just go to the Google Slides link that has been shared to you. Okay, let me go to the Google Slides screen. Now, let me share that. Okay, so one more minute and then we will discuss the exercise for today's exercise. Okay, wait. Okay, thank you. Okay, so from group 1, from Farina and Vicky. Okay, so your group believes that when Otto allows people to enter his life, he actually changes from being a pessimistic person, yeah, into an optimistic one. Correct. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, now here is the answer from William and Kevin. Okay. Oh, yes, this is interesting. Otto has become an engineer his whole life. Okay, he works by solving problems, yeah, engineer mind. And then, for example, okay. Oh, question from Vicky. Okay, so what is the issue here? For example, yes. So towards the end, Otto lead the gang, the neighbors, and then a person named Kenzie, the influential journalist, uh, influencer journalist, and then um, they expose the illegal access to the neighbors. Yeah, Anita's and Ruben's Parkinson disease. Yeah, they are not actually allowed to access medical records, but they use it in order to get the house. Yeah. Okay. Okay. From group 3, from Yvonne and Vivian. Okay. Here is a question from Verina. How do you get to this conclusion? Maybe someone from group 3, either Yvonne or Vivian, can you explain this arguments? I think this is an interesting argument as well. Yeah. The fact that Otto becomes a kind person, he doesn't change that in the end of the movie. He is a kind person right from the beginning of the movie. Can one of you explain how you get to this conclusion? Maybe you can open the microphone.
Hello?
Yes.
So, like I commented earlier, like for example, like when he borrows Marisol's phone, she clearly says, Like you can't, no one can. And she's referring to the fact that no one would survive and really reach their full potential without humbly getting help from others. Like we don't live in a vacuum, we live in communities. We need each other to support one another and really thrive.
Okay, great. Okay, that's true. So we cannot actually reach the full potential by just depending on our own efforts. No one can, as Marisol said. Okay, so although can reach his full potential, he can self-actualize himself, yeah, his creativity, his problem-solving skill when he allows people come into his life. Okay, great. So we have come to the end of our class. Before we end our class, I have an announcement, just a short announcement for you. So let's see. Okay. Yes. So this is your homework. Yeah. So what you have to do before we start our next lessons. So previously you have written your argument in words, but you haven't put any dialogue or suitable scenes that supports your arguments. So later, as a homework, kindly finalize your PPT slides. Provide suitable scenes or dialogue that strengthen your arguments. Then you can send the draft to the email address there. Okay? So before we end, is there any questions before we end the session? I guess no question. Okay, if you have any questions, then feel free to reach me in my email address. So that will be all for today. Thank you. You are allowed to leave the Zoom meeting.